Welcome back to Guga Foods, everybody. Thank you so much, National Pork Board, for sponsoring this video. Guys, today I am making a beautiful crown of pork. Check it out. This is a rack of pork which I got it from my local retailer. As you can see, the bones are completely Frenched, which basically means that the bones were completely cleaned out. And if you take a closer look, you'll notice that this is basically a pork chop with bones. But we're getting the whole rack. Now my job today is to take this beautiful rack of pork and transform it to a beautiful crown. And the first thing we need to do is remove the silver skin. And it's pretty straightforward. Just run your knife through it and take it all out. The only thing you want to be careful with is not to remove too much meat. Now since I'm going to be making a crown of pork, I need 2 racks. And as you can see, they are now perfectly cleaned. Now don't get me wrong, you are still able to make a crown of pork with just 1 rack. But as you can see, if I twist it all the way around, it's not that large. And it won't make a full crown. So for that reason, I got 2. And the only thing we want to keep in mind is we want to attach both of them together and make a crown shape like so. Now in order to make things easy, I'm using this special tool. It's called a trussing needle, and it makes the job a lot easier. And here's how to use it. Thread the butcher's twine in, go in through one side and come out from the other. Remove the twine from the needle and take it out. Now it's pretty straightforward, you just gotta do a regular knot. Now the only thing to remember is you don't want to make it too tight. If you tighten it up too much, you will basically rip up the meat. Now to ensure it will stay together, I am making additional knots. Once I finish it up tying both sides, you are left with a beautiful crown of pork. Now it's time to season it. And here's what I got for the seasoning. Keep in mind that pork can take a variety of flavor profiles depending on the seasoning or marinades that you use. I started off with fresh garlic, smoked paprika, freshly chopped rosemary, black pepper, onion powder, extra virgin olive oil, and to finish it off, sesame oil. Now if you notice, I did not add any salt, and that's because I do not like to add any salt to my marinade. I like to salt the meat by itself. And remember, exact amount and ingredients always in the description down below. Once you mix everything together, and if you notice it's dry, just go ahead, add a little bit more of olive oil and your marinade is done. As you can see, this is a large crown of pork and it will feed a lot of people. And you can't be cheap with the salt. So it is important to salt it well. The one thing you don't want to do is under-season it. And that is the reason I did not add salt to my marinade. In order to keep things as clean as possible, I like to transfer to a cooling rack and a baking sheet. Once that was done, I applied my marinade throughout the entire thing. To develop even more flavor, I decided to make a basting butter, and it's pretty straightforward. I melted 2 sticks of butter, then I added 3 tablespoons of Guga's rub. You can use any barbecue rub you like. 1 full spoon of minced garlic. Finish it off by mixing everything well, and your basting sauce is done. To go along with our pork, I made a very simple and easy sauce. Remember, exact amount always in the description down below. After throwing some broth to the pan, I added a little bit of white wine, followed by lemon juice and organic thyme. Bring everything to a boil and reduce to half. Once it's reduced, remove the thyme and slowly mix the butter into the sauce. To finish it off, I added a little bit of salt, freshly ground black pepper, mixed it well and reduced until I got this consistency. Check it out. In order to keep the bones from burning, I decided to wrap them up with aluminum foil. Pork is quick and easy to cook when done properly, also known as do not overcook it. Pork is safe to eat and most delicious when cooked to 145 degrees Fahrenheit, followed by a 3-minute rest. And this will leave you with a blush pink color, which is absolutely delicious. I'm going to be cooking this beautiful rack of pork at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and once I reach an internal temperature of 145, I'm letting it rest for 3 minutes and we're going to chop it up. But now I say it is enough talking and it is time to cook it. So let's do it. right, everybody, we have our beautiful crown of pork, Angel.
It's a big crown.
It is a big crown. It is a fantastic presentation, everybody.
You gonna put it on your head?
It is. Yeah.
Put it on your head, man. Just woo.
No, I'm gonna put it on my belly. That's a lot better.
I think that would be a cool thumbnail, right? Big crown on Guga head.
Yeah, I should have probably done that thumbnail, right? Everybody, comment down below and let me know what you think.
Missed opportunity.
I know. Listen, enough talking. Are you ready to try it?
Let's go, man.
All right, let's go for it, buddy. I'll give you this one right here. Oh, this is one of the juiciest pork I ever cooked on my life, everybody. So juicy.
It looks soft. Look at this.
Look at this dripping juice. Obviously, you have a little bit of sauce here, but when I cut it, you guys saw it, right? Extremely, extremely juicy. We also have a beautiful smoke ring on the edges.
Oh, yeah.
You see the smoke ring? Mm-hmm. I mean, this is cooked as good as it gets. All right, enough talking. Are you ready to try, Angel?
Let's go.
Cheers, buddy.
Let's go. Wow.
I rest my case on this one. Oh, Lord. Mm.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
That is juicy.
Guys, you bite on it, it's so juicy. It's like an explosion on your mouth.
You know what?
Mm.
I wasn't sure if I was going to like the sauce. The sauce is pretty good.
Doesn't the sauce complement it a little bit more?
It does. I want to try what it tastes like by itself without the sauce.
Without the sauce? It is absolutely fantastic. When you are basting it, it gives an additional top flavor on it. It is, I don't know how to explain it because the crust has a very nice flavor. The salt penetrated all the way through the pork, and it's also cooked to 145 degrees Fahrenheit perfection, which is that how you should cook your pork. You're right, Angel.
It's not the sauce.
No, not the sauce.
The sauce is just a little bit on the top. But
oh my God,
the
come
juice,
on, man. This is amazing.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get a little insider. Before we put it over here, Guga wanted to just go and take it and boom. And I said,
hold on one second. Let me,
because
let me dry some of the juice.
This juice is gonna overflow. Guga, if you move this thing, we're making a mess inside of the house. Because we have to bring it from inside to outside.
Right.
I told them we are not moving that without taking a little bit off. I took a lot off. And it's right back.
And it's still right, extremely
It's right
juicy.
back where it was.
So everybody, just to recap, make sure you baste that pork as you're cooking it. It will develop an additional flavor, as I mentioned before. The crust is incredible. The inside is fantastic. The salt penetrated all the way through. I basted 2 times and it tastes absolutely incredible. I recommend the basting, everybody. Do you agree? Are you almost done?
No, I'm not.
Oh my God.
I'm not.
You still got a little bit.
Look how much I have left. The sauce is what we call a luxury. Huh?
That's true. You don't need the sauce, everybody. You can do it without the sauce. No. You know, sometimes you eat pork and it's like super dry because people overcook it.
Yeah.
You know, if you cook pork at the right temperature, everybody, which is 145, you will not have a dry pork. It's just not gonna happen. But just make sure, please, you cook at the right temperature, okay? Anyway, guys, this is the crown of pork. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything is always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. National Pork Board, thank you so much for sponsoring this video. Guys, we'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. What are you doing?
I'm making sure it doesn't spill on the table.
And this is
no.
This is like a dipping sauce.
I'm moving it so it doesn't spill on the table.
It's too much juice. Oh my God! Even the juice. You know, we can probably bottle this and drink it.
That's a little bit too much.
That's extreme.
That was the whole point of this. That's the only reason I did this.
We gotta get some paper towels, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Can you make this every day?
Every day from now.
So this is not gonna last.
I agree. I'm trying to fix the juice problem, bro. That's what happened when you cook pork right and it's too juicy.
That's not a bad thing. Too juicy's never been bad.